friends, welcome back to Pages and Grace. My name's Jess. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to do the second half of my 26 in 2026 list. So if you didn't catch the first half of this video, I did my first half of my 26 list in a previous video that I'll link for you. It ended up being 12 books. I talked about 13. I had to cut one out because I accidentally read it before I was supposed to. So I picked another book for this video. There will be 14 books in this video, and I only have about 20 minutes here. So I'm going to try to go through these quickly, get through my list. For me personally, I choose books that have been on my shelves, ones that I want to make a priority to get to. They're not new books. They're not a stretch to get to. They are books that are already sitting on my shelves that I want to make a priority for the year. I do not like making monthly TBRs. I don't like making a list that I have to stick to in a short-term amount of time, but for some reason, when I make a list for the whole year, it usually works a little bit better. I think I only missed one or two from my list of 25 from last year. So this is kind of my motivator. Each month, pick up a couple of them so I can try to get through some of the books on my actual physical shelf. All right, so I have lots of books. I don't really know what all of them are about, but let's get started here. Okay. All right, so the first one I have is Wind Calls the Heart by Janette Oke. This one, I used to watch this series back when we had cable a long time ago, and I really enjoyed it. I never finished it, but I want to pick up the book and see if this is the first book in the series to see if I am interested in continuing it. This one's been on my shelves for a little over a year, so I'm hoping this is the year I finally pick it up. The next one is one I picked up off of Pango. I think I added it onto an order because the seller that I was buying another book from, I thought this one looked interesting. It's a children's series. It's called Lost in Peter's Tomb. This is by Diane Ahern. We have Riley and Delaney are supposed to stay with their aunt, Sister Philomena, in her convent near Rome for the summer. Riley expects this to be a horrible summer living with a bunch of nuns that do nothing but pray and go to church. That attitude starts to change when the secret nature of their aunt's work begins to unfold. So it's a short little children's book I wanted to check out. This one is one I picked up at a thrift store. It has chickens on the back of it, so of course it stole my heart. This one is called A Place to Claim as Home by Patricia Willis. I've never read this author. This cover just screams books from my library as a child, and I don't know, I wanted to try it out. So for this one, we have Henry Compton, a 13-year-old orphan, doesn't know what to make of Sarah Morrison when he arrives at her Ohio farm in the summer of 1943. Sarah has hired him to help with the work, but now she doesn't seem to want him around. Henry plunges into repairing the hen house and weeding the back lot, trying to prove himself as a worker to win Sarah's acceptance. Though Sarah is often sad and preoccupied, it is not long before Henry finds himself liking her, even wanting to protect her. Then, Evan, the neighbor boy, tells him a chilling tale about Sarah's past, and Henry sets out to discover for himself how much of the story is fact and how much is only gossip. What Henry uncovers leads him to believe that there is much more to Sarah's secret than anyone else suspects. It may even involve him. Before the summer is over, both Sarah and Henry must face up to truths that can either draw them together or tear them apart. And it looks like this is a novel based on her father's experience when he was age 9. So that's interesting. It's a kid's book again, so it won't take too long to get through. But it's been on my shelves for a few years, and I want to pick it up and try it. The next book is one that I've read. I think I've read 2 books from this author this year, and then I realized I had another one of hers on my shelves, and it's Ultimate Makeover, The Transforming Power of Motherhood by Carrie Gress. I've read the Marian option, and I'm not sure where the other one went, but I read The Anti-Mary Exposed by Carrie Gress. So this is another one of her books. I found this at a thrift store a few years ago. I want to make it a priority in 2026. I have a few classics here that I want to get to. I got these for my birthday last year. These covers are just gorgeous. The Cranford collection. I have the Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, The Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton, and Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I just love these covers, and I love the spine sitting on my shelf. So this year I wanted to make a priority to get through the classics that I already own that I have not read, and these covers are just beautiful. Just beautiful. I have some Catholic nonfiction. This one is The Great Saint Joseph by Dr. Remy. Oh, I don't know how to say that. But this one, I think I got at a thrift store. This one might have been an add-on on a Pango order. Doesn't matter, but it's another short, quick read. It's been on my shelves. I want to get to it this year. The Secret of the Rosary by St. Louis de Montfort. This one I've heard highly recommended. Tiny book. I can breeze through it. I would like to get to it this year. The next one is one that I'm intimidated by, and that is Brideshead Revisited. I think I read the first chapter last year and didn't make it any further, but I'm putting it on this list. It's on my radar for 2026. The next one is Orthodoxy by G.K. Chesterton. This is the second Chesterton I have on my 26 list, but I'm on a mission to read a lot more of his works this year. I have the Chilbury Ladies Choir by Jennifer Ryan. I absolutely loved the Kitchen Front. Yes, the Kitchen Front by her. I read that several years ago. Still love that book, so I wanted to find something else that she's written. This one is As England Becomes Enmeshed in Early Days of World War II, and the men are away fighting, the women of Chilbury Village forge an uncommon bond. They defy the vicar's stuffy edict to close the choir and instead carry on singing, resurrecting themselves as the Chilbury Ladies Choir. The story tells the home front struggles of 5 unforgettable choir members, a timid widow devastated when her only son goes to fight. So that sounds very interesting and right up my alley. So hopefully that's a good one this year. And I have this one, which is another younger readers. It's Biblical Heroes, Stories of Faith and Courage by Mark Hart. This one is put out by Ascension, but it has lots of illustrations and extras throughout the book. So I'm excited to try this one out. And the last one is one that was on the very end of my cart here. And I go by it every day and I see the picture of John Paul II, and I want to make this one a priority this year. A tribute in words and pictures. And there are all kinds of images and extras throughout this book. So this is one I want to get to this year. All right, so that was very quick. This might be a shorter video, but I am so excited to get to all of these books in 2026. 2026 is already off to a great start. I am so thankful you spent a little time with me today. This is the first time I've been able to sit down and record since, I don't know, the week before Christmas. We got sick over Christmas and things have just been chaotic, and now it's the second week of January. Also, if you're not subscribed, I am on a mission this year to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed, I would love to have you join along and you can hear about all of these wonderful books that I am on a mission to read this year. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.